How's it going, everybody? It's Frisbee Moonsong here. Yow! And today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be looking at the new set that is coming out, and you've all heard of this. It is Dawn of Majesty. Now, so many people are really excited for this set, but before we get looking at what we're going to be looking at, I first have to do something which I realized was a big mishap on my part. I want to sincerely apologize because in a previous video I gave away a King's Court box when I was supposed to be giving away the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary deck. So for you guys, because I made that mistake, I'm going to use these people over here once again to get the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary decks box. So the person who got their King's Court box was obviously Kafir. Congratulations to you. Here's a picture of him with the box. He was really, really happy with what he got. But congratulations to you, sir. And now we are going to be giving out the legendary Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks that were promised earlier on. So, you know what? We can actually start off with that. And then later in this video, we have the giveaway of last week's King's Court box that we were supposed to give away. If you notice over here, here's the people who have commented. There were people who were going to get this. You had to comment how you liked to buy your Yu-Gi-Oh! Pack. So we are going to be doing that at the end of the video, but at the beginning, we are going to be doing this one right over here. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary decks, the original decks that Yu-Gi has. So yes, we are going to be getting those giving those away. I have the list of names over here. As you can see, there are 15 lucky entrants who entered this. That's a lot. So we are going to be going on to our random number generator and see who gets it. So let's type in 15 over here and we generate the number in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Number 2, we have Mr. Byron Giller. So congratulations to you, Mr. Byron Giller. We hope we can get it to you. We'll try to see what we can do. I'll try to send this to you as quickly as we can. You are the winner of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary decks. Congratulations to you, sir. And to the rest of you who have entered, don't worry. We still have many more giveaways in offer. So we have Mr. Byron Giller. Congratulations. We'll do the second giveaway closer to the end of the video. But we are going to be talking about some really good stuff that's actually coming in Dawn of Majesty that you should actually really look out for. Also, one thing I want to mention, just by the way, is thank you to Solarpop and Unplug Yourself for sponsoring us with this stuff, because this allows me to give this stuff to you, and it's really exciting and really cool when you get to get Yu-Gi-Oh's original decks, so that's really awesome. But let's get on to talking about the new Dawn of Majesty, which we will be getting as well, and that will be in a giveaway coming soon as well. And we still got the structured decks coming. Damn, this is getting good. Anyway, let us go to the first card. We have B-Trooper Scout Buggy. Now, B-Trooper is a new archetype that's really coming out really, really good. If you look, they can use the ballpark, insect ballpark. They can use that, what's it? The vanilla monster for the Max C, I think it's Armored C, which is really, really cool. So this is a new insect archetype that's actually coming out in the set. I think it's TCG exclusive, and people are talking that it's going to be really, really good because it can link climb like really easily, and the monsters that are in it are pretty cool. So this is a really good deck you can look out for. B-Trooper Scout Buggy is really good because it summons another copy of itself from the deck. So it's actually a really good card in the deck, and I think it's going to be a promo, and I'm not sure if it's going to be a secret rare, but it is a really good card to look out for in this set. Now moving on to the second one, we have Aluba, the Jester of the Despia. So this is a card that adds the branded spell or trap, and also it can summon itself from the grave by negating an effect monster, but it's really, really, really good. I think what makes it really good as well is that I don't know if oh yes, there was a controversy about this where I think they changed branded to Despia, so you can only search Despia spell and traps, but I think they fixed it for TCG. I'm not 100% sure. I think there was a thing that came out where they fixed it to being able to add branded spell or traps back. So this is really, really good. good. And the reason why it's really good is because it searches for branded opening, which allows you to discard a card, and it's a quick play spell to take one Despia monster from your deck and add it to your hand or special summon it in defense position. Only drawback is that you can only summon fusion monsters for the rest of this turn, which is fine because you're not usually summoning during your opponent's turn. But you can also banish it to protect your fusion monsters that would be destroyed by card effect. So it's really, really good protection, and it's a quick effect to summon from deck, a quick effect summon, which is really, really nice for the deck itself. So that's something to look out for. And let's go into the next card. This is going to be good for Evil Twins. So we have Live Twin Sunny Snitch, which is a continuous that burns your opponent every time I think they summon. I'm pretty sure. You gain if your opponent normal special summons, you gain 200. So you steal 200 life points from your opponent, pretty much. But the nice thing is when you activate it, it is a searcher for a live twin monster from your deck to your hand. So it's really, really good. And the additional burn effect is really nice as well. So it's really cute. It's kind of reminding me of Trickstar, which Trickstar actually gets a nice little card. I haven't put it in here, but Trickstar gets a card that summons you 2 tokens as well, which is something you can start playing around with that deck. I know Light Stage is still at 1, but you can start maybe looking at picking it up and trying it as a nice rogue contender. Anyway, that's done with the Live Twin. It's really good support. Then we also have Dragon Lock Perrin. So Dragon Lock Perrin, it's going to be used, I think, in Virtual Worlds. It is a XZ level rank 6, and it summons a monster from the grave, which is really, really awesome. You summon any monster from the grave. It could be a Christia you send to the grave, whatever. It's really good. All it requires is 2 level 6s. And it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, so it's also set up for Zeus, which is really cool, really amazing. And if that so it's just really good, but it only summons a level 5 or lower monster from your grave, so I guess not Christia. Sorry, that's my mistake over there, but I think there is a insect type monster that prevents your opponent from special summoning. But there's a lot of different things you can use and a lot of free summons that you can get, and it's a really good card that you can work with. I guess it can work in tandem with Beatrice because you send and then you summon, so it's something you can maybe start playing around with your rank 6 plays. Really good XC generic card. Another good generic card is going to be the Chronomaly Vimana. So Chronomaly Vimana is a quick effect, target 1 monster on the field and 1 XZ monster or Chronomaly monster in your graveyard. And that monster on the field gains half the attack of the monster in the grave until the end of the turn, and then you can attach that monster from the grave to this card as material. But the nice thing about it is it's a quick effect attached to negate an activation of a monster effect. So it's generic rank 5, and you get to get XZs back to it as material, which is really nice. 2,300 attack, 2,600 defense. Those are pretty good stats for the XZ monster, and it's a really good card. It's a machine as well. So yeah, it's really good. Just a generic monster negation. Really nice for XZ support, which I think is really cool. Then we have something interesting. We have Stellar Wind Wolfrayet, which is an interesting synchro because literally it gains attack whenever a monster effect is activated, but it has a quick effect when it gets to 4,000 attack that it can literally clear the entire board. It literally restarts the field and shuffles all monsters that both players control into the deck, which is really interesting because against combo decks this can shut them down quite easily. So this is something you can actually look into for synchro support. It's generic synchro, so 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner, and it's got 2,500 attack. So if I'd had to get there, let's say 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, it needs 5 monster effects. 5? Yeah, 5 monster effects just to get to 4,000 attack and shuffle monsters into the deck, which is not a lot of monster effects if you consider a combo deck and what it can do. So this is really good, and it's a wind synchro, so maybe you could start playing it in Virtual Worlds, because this is like low-key support for Virtual Worlds. It's a level 9, which Virtual Worlds make really easy. It's a wind, which is also another cool thing for Virtual Worlds. It's just really good synchro support, and it's a really nice generic card that you can look for in the set. Now moving on to some pendulum support, we have the Anti-Human Intelligence Messiah, which is Pendulum monster. The pendulum effect says any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead, except for monster cards. So that's really really cool. But then this also adds a pendulum monster. Add one other pendulum monster from your hand or one card from your pendulum zone to its owner's extra deck face up. So it's kind of like a little weird pendulum support, but also the fact that it banishes stuff while it's in the pendulum zone. It's really cool, and it's got a scale of 0. So it's something interesting you can also play. But then if you do that, you can special summon this card, so this card gets a free summon, and if another monster is no more special summoned while you control this monster, you send those monsters to the grave during the end phase, but usually you're probably going to use them for link or synchro material. It's also a level 8, so you can go into rank 8 spam. Really really cool, really interesting card. I think pendulums can look into this for maybe a little bit of push or support. Maybe they might make something to help out this card. Maybe there's more support. Maybe this is a deck on its own and an archetype on its own, which is coming soon. But moving on from that, we are going to my favorite archetype from the sets that are coming out soon. We have Sword Soul, also known as Xiangjian. Now, this is a worm slash, well, as you can see, spellcaster archetype. I think they've got a couple of warriors as well, but it's mostly a worm archetype. And this card is really good for going first or going second. And it says during the main phase, if there's a negated monster on the field, you can quick effect to special summon this card. Now, while this card is on the field, if your monster special summons a monster, if your opponent special summons a monster, you get to activate one of these effects. If they summon from hand, you can summon a monster from your hand. If they summon from deck, you get to draw 2. I mean, free draw 2, hello, that is amazing. And if they summon from extra deck, you get to immediately destroy one of those extra deck monsters. Non-targeting destruction, really really good. 2500 for both stats, that's really awesome, and it's a level 8. This is really good for the archetype itself. I think in the deck of Xianjian alone, it will probably be a 1 or 2 of, because it's really really good. In tandem with Impermanence, Infinite Impermanence, and Veiler, this card is amazing, and Veiler and Impermanence are really strong in the meta right now. So this is a card you can look at getting. It even comes in Starlight Rare. Like, when we open these boxes, if we can pull a Starlight Rare of this card, I'm going to lose my mind. This card is the card we are looking for, because this is the deck we are wanting to build. So we are so excited for that. So these are a couple of the cards that you can look into getting from your Dawn of Majesty sets. It's a really exciting set. Cool, a lot of cool new archetypes. We've got the insect archetype. We have the Despia, which everyone is so hyped about. It's a fairy archetype, so it's really really cool. Fusion archetype as well, and it continues on with the Dogmatica lore, which is really exciting, and the Fallen of Albaz and everything like that. So there's a lot of cool cards and cool artworks that come along with that we will see in the opening of those videos. But you know what, maybe we'll even come up with a video where we talk about our favorite artworks in the thing. I mean, the effects don't matter a lot of the time. It's all about artwork, right? Because that's why we play the game. So yes, I'm hoping for the Sword Soul archetype. It's hard to roll that off the tongue, like try saying Sword Soul 5 times fast, but I love that archetype. I can't wait to get it. Some of you will probably love the Despia archetype. It's going to be really good, and so will the insect archetype. So these are things you can look at, these are things you can get, and we look forward to getting some of these as well soon for you guys. Now moving on to the last giveaway of today, which is from this video, which is the final King's Court box that we have for giveaway. Once again, I would like to thank you, Solarpop and Unplug Yourself, for sponsoring us with this box for you guys. Kfir, he pulled amazing from his packs, by the way. He pulled a Collector's Rare and he pulled a Lightning Storm. Like, that is insane. Really, really good. So, for this one, we have 7 entrances. You can see over here. So, we will go over to the random number generator and go to 7. And let us generate the winner for the second King's Court box. And here we go. We have number 6. We have Mr. Ginger Yami, dude, again. Wow, that's insane. So we've got Mr. Ginger Yami over there at number 6 spot, right over there. Congratulations to you, sir. You win the box of King's Court. Well done. This is, I think, your second time winning on this channel, because I remember earlier in the first video you won a It goes from the past box, so congratulations to you, sir. And thank you everyone for watching my videos, and keep following because we've got a lot more for you. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to get all the content, and that notification bell so you can see every time I post something new. And I'm looking forward to getting more videos out to you guys because we've got a lot more in store, especially with the structure decks. We've got some exciting stuff for that. So thank you guys for watching the video, and from me, Frisbee Moonsong, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, guys. Yow!